Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be continuing my bullet journal video spree with my 2024 bullet journal setup. By bullet journal, I really mean my reading journal. And once again, I'm lighting my same candle that I did last time. It fits the season, frozen lake. I have all these spring type candles, which, although the weather seems to cooperate with spring, the vibes do not. So now that that is set, anyone else like to flail their candlestick around like this? It's fun. Okay, now my whole room's gonna smell like a bonfire. That's okay though. Okay, so let's start with my spread. So this is how much I filled up so far. You see my previous spreads from before. I gave it a couple page gap between the way my 2023 one ended and how I'm going to continue this one. Okay, so let's begin my very first page spread, which is the title page. Past years, I think I've always gone with more of a scrapbooky feel with the just ripping up paper like vintage book pages and like slapping it on and then writing 2023 or 2022, whatever the year it was, and just call it a day. And I think although I really like that feel and my general spreads and the theme, I think I wanted to go for something a little bit more minimal and just easy to do on the fly. So that's why I kind of altered the theme of my spreads to more of a Starry Night, mountainous, A Court of Mist and Fury vibe, if you know what I mean. Just because I think I like the idea that I can hand draw things more and it won't be as time consuming. And I like that it's a bit different from previous years and it kind of sets me apart. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing so far, so just a simple title in the middle and just highlighting it with some bold colors and just, you know, a simple mountainous cloudy vibe. Okay, so for the next spread I have, I'm gonna go for my reading goal page as well as my key or legend that I put on the side. Now for this spread, I think what you're gonna see a lot through my reading journal is quite a bit of redundancy. I do a lot of trackers, but I think it's just a method to keep me busy and feel motivated to constantly journal. And I really like that I can fill out stuff as I read. It just makes me feel more productive that way. Now on the other side, what you'll notice is me writing the key and legend, and this is basically the colors I want to coordinate for the books that I've read, specifically the type of books that I read. So the first four that are listed is just light blue for physical book, turquoisey, like a little darker for a library book, a more greeny, lighter green color for an ebook, and then the dark forest green for like a manga or a graphic novel that I may select. And obviously I would color coordinate it to the types of books I read, and I would record it on my reading goal spread here on the right. Okay, so this next page now is going to be my library setup. I've already done half of the outline here because I wanted to do some on here. Then we'll just be filling in the background and some of the outlines of the books. And also I wanted to keep the coordination of these books similar to this, so that's why this key will also be applied to the books on this page too. So let's begin. So the next two spreads that I'm gonna do is my books purchased page as well as my library books page. Now these two pages I actually did do last year and I really did enjoy making them. It's super simple and it's something literally anyone can do. It's so time efficient. It's just a fun way to, you know, make a nice spread. So what I do for this particular spread is I take covers, a printout of the books that I've obviously bought during this year, and I will paste it. The final spread is my series tracker. I actually really did enjoy how this turned out. One thing that I wanted to change from my last year's series tracker was making the checkbox format, and that's exactly what I planned out this intentionally because I like that I can fill out while also monitoring how far I'm into a series, how many more I have to read, and also which ones I should also start because they have been on my TBR for ages now. Some of the books are literally collecting dust. Also, once again, I'd use the Starry Night theme. You'll see it a lot in this, but I just love the way the mountains turned out and the moon. Hopefully I'll color it in. Really nice orangey color. It's supposed to be yellow, but the orangey color was the only one available. But it's just a really fun spread. I do recommend doing it. It's just a fun way. It's minimal effort, especially for those who don't necessarily want to constantly go back into the reading journal and update as frequently. This is just like a fun, quick way to just like go once in a while and just check off the books that you've read and kind of kept up with the series that you're into. So that basically concludes my reading journal setup for 2024. And now I'll just go through the flip through so I can show you everything I've done. If I can find the right page, here we go. Okay, so like I showed, this is my title page. I kind of went with the whole mountainous theme, 2024, very simple. And then we have my legend, followed by my reading goal. I should probably mark it that I want to do 35, but the entire page fills 99. I think I will just do a little simple little doodle. There you go. So that's the goal. Then my third page is my library setup. And I have a total of exactly 99 books on this page, not including this one. If it is this one, then it is 100 pages, 100 books, which is absolutely stellar. And I love the way this turned out with the windowscape being different from my old one. And I like that I use marker because I feel like it stands out a lot better. And like I mentioned, each of those books will be corresponding to this key here. Then my fourth page, we have my books purchase spread. So like my previous 2023 journal, I had this page where I would just post the individual pictures of the book covers that I bought books of. Like, for example, recently I bought What the River Knows, so I would probably post that here. Although I didn't buy it in 2024, I bought it in 2023, but that's just an example. And then similarly, I have my library book spread, so I would post the covers of the library books I got from this year. And I don't know, I love the way these two turned out. I like how I just roughly did the black outline of the cursive letters, and then I just followed it with marker to make it pop. And I like how I color coordinate it with the washi tape a little bit. I was thinking of using the same color green on both sides, but I was like, I need a contrast, so I like the way this turned out. And then the final spread is my series tracker. I like it a lot more than I did last year. I simply did a list last time, which I would just cross out, but I like how this is a lot more interactive. And the fun part is that I can actually fill in some of this stuff. So I think I'm gonna go in with something like this to fill it in, although I might change the color later on, which is why I'm going to use such a faint one. So I know I read the first two Harry Potter books, so that can be checked off. I'm almost done Throne of Glass, so I'll leave that. The Mortal Instruments, I read the first three. I always remember that. And I also have videos on these for spoiler-filled stuff. Poppy War, I read the first one. Still have the other two to read. The Empyrean series, which is the fourth wing. I have read the first book. I do own the second. And here's the thing. I don't know if it's a 5-book series, but I know the author teased it, or she said that she is contracted to do a 5-book series, Greenbone Saga, haven't read, which is the Jade City stuff. Percy Jackson, haven't read yet. What the River Knows, same thing. This Woven Kingdom, I do know that I read both of the first 2 books. The third one's set to release soon. And judging by the way the story's going, there's no way it's gonna finish with just a third book. It's easily gonna continue. And then the last 2 I have yet to actually read. I kind of just put it there to fill the page. But that is basically it. That is my entire spread. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for whatever video I post next, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.